teacher must first decide what exactly you want from your students. Remember that teacher clarity has an effect size of 0.75. And yes, it is important to give kids choice, but it's okay for that choice to be like negotiated choice. If it's a reading class, let's say, they should not be setting math goals or even necessarily study habit goals. They should be fairly specific to the course that you have at hand. Consider creating your own goals as a teacher for like what you hope to achieve with your students. Share these with your students and then provide a list from them to choose from. If you want to create lifelong readers or like strong avid writers, those could be some of your goals. And if you really broke those down and fit them into your standards, if you're an English teacher, you're going to see where a ton of your standards fit into those goals. So if you can get kids to be avid readers or avid writers, I am pretty sure that they're going to get better at comprehension and they're going to get better at using language or uncovering vocabulary in their text. We know that you have to be a part of the practice in order to grow at it. And any way that we can get them to do that. If a teacher were to create their own goals and share those could even become like this overarching goal that it's like, okay, this is what the teacher wants of this class. Like, I want a community of learners. Well, what does that look like? Then you could start asking kids to create goals that help you reach your goals. And it becomes a community effort and not just I'm not good at this or
Mhm.
I need to improve at that. You should also consider pulling the main course objectives for the quarter, the semester, or even the course, and maybe creating, a few of those that you could give to the kids and say, here are the course objectives. Which one of these would you like to be your goal? So it doesn't have to be something that they randomly pull out of their pocket. You could give them a set list to start with. And if you notice that that's too restrictive for them, you can always make it bigger. But sometimes if we throw them into the deep end of the ocean, it's hard to save them all. So starting
Right.
small and figuring out what that might look like in your classroom. It is going to be imperative that you explicitly teach goal setting. And even if you think that they've done it every year up until now, or they're doing it in another class, or the counselor pulled them in advisory to do it, you still need to show them what it looks like to set goals in your classroom. You might need to have a conversation with them about the difference between short and long-term goals and explaining the difference between those two. And you can still ask for both. So by the end of the semester, a kid might want, like, their goal might be to read 7 books by the end of the semester. That's a long-term goal. Well,
Mhm.
what's the short-term goals that are going to get you there? Oh, I'm going to read 20 minutes daily. I'm going to read, those shorter goals are going to be the ones that you're going to find success in and you're going to find celebrations. And that's going to keep the momentum going.